If your Framer form is showing an error or just not submitting properly, don't worry. In this video, I'll walk you through the fastest way to fix it step by step. This is a super common issue in Framer, and most of the time it comes down to a simple configuration problem, a missing field, or the button being placed in the wrong spot. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly what to check so your form works the way it should. And if this video helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more quick Framer tutorials, web design fixes, and no-code tips. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your project in Framer and go to the page where your form is located. Once you're in the editor, click on the form itself so you can inspect its settings. This is important because if the form is not selected correctly, you may miss the exact issue causing the error. Now look over on the right panel. Check whether the form is properly configured. If you see anything like not configured, that's usually the main problem. Framer needs the form to be connected to a valid submission method before it can actually send data anywhere. So if it isn't configured yet, that's your first fix. Next, connect the form to a service. You can use Framer Forms, a webhook, or an email-based setup, depending on how you want submissions delivered. The main goal here is to make sure the form has a destination. Without that connection, Framer may display an error or simply fail to submit. After connecting it, double-check that the integration is saved properly. After that, verify that all required fields are actually present inside the form. At minimum, you usually want an email field, at least one input field, and a submit button. If one of these is missing, the form may not behave correctly or may not allow submission at all. So scan the form carefully and make sure nothing important has been left out. Now check the input field types. This is another issue that causes a lot of form errors. If the field is supposed to collect an email address, it should be set to email type. If it's a regular name or message field, it should be text or the appropriate field type. Incorrect field types can confuse validation and prevent the form from submitting properly. Then make sure your submit button is placed inside the form container. This step is easy to miss, especially if you're moving elements around in the Framer canvas. If the button is outside the form, Framer may not recognize it as part of the submission flow. So drag it back inside the form container if needed, and make sure it's properly nested. Once you've checked those key areas, test the form again, submit a sample entry, and see if the error is gone. In many cases, just fixing the configuration, confirming the field types, and making sure the button is inside the form is enough to solve the issue completely. If it still isn't working, go back through each step one more time and verify that the form is connected, the fields are correct, and nothing is broken in the layout. Small mistakes in Framer can cause big form problems, but they're usually very easy to fix once you know where to look. So to recap, open your project in Framer, select the form, check that it is configured, connect it to a service, confirm all required fields are there, verify the field types, and make sure the submit button is inside the form container. That's the full fix. If this video helped you solve your Framer form error, please give it a like, subscribe for more Framer and no-code tutorials, and leave a comment if you want help with another issue. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.